Svadhistana is watching. Michelle. I have to come say hello. Jordan. Donna. 1 year today. 1 year today we began our daily online sojourn. Yeah, right? Hey, Ursula, day 365. Whether you came for 1 day or all of them, I am grateful. Whether you saw it live or whether you replayed, I am grateful. You have held me. I have held others. I have held you. You have held others. And a year later, we are still holding steady, right here. And that's it. It's simply another day of practice. So we set our blocks and our blankets aside. I had a really tough teacher many years back. Didn't celebrate anything. And yet, by not celebrating one thing over another, the days when I can remember somebody kicked over a hot tea that spilled across all the notes and the books that were seated around him, and there wasn't a response. He kept talking, he kept teaching, you know, and the person who was sitting there was horrified. There was a whole mason jar of green tea, and it just, all of his things were sodden. He kept talking. While he's talking, he's sort of shaking out the papers and laying them to the side, and the equanimity was remarkable. And she was so embarrassed, and he said, "Thank you." He acknowledged that she was sorry, and we all went on. And the drama and the inner conversation and the judgment and the sense of sort of self-shame that could have gotten going there, the upheaval, was remarkable. So we will give today as much credence as we would give a day that we would spill tea across our notes, that we would have our technology fail us, and we will show up. Because when we show up, this divinity meets us every time. No matter if we are exalted or in shambles, we are met the same way. And so I meet you on this 365th day in the same way as the days that were hard and the days that were soaring. Palms together, heart high. On we go. Light your fire, close your eyes, heart high, chin lightly in, spine tall, shoulders at ease. You are a regal, beautiful being of light. And still feel the change. Om Namo, I bow to everything outside of me. I am open to everything that is changing me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. I honor that which holds me steady and that which fosters my growth. All of it. 3 times, inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. your shoulders, roll your wrists, shake it out. Just before we start, in case you're thinking, well, I did a year and now I'll call it good, that's awesome. But know that tomorrow after class, I will address tantric sex. I will, I promise, because Svadhistana is the home of our reproductive organs, our sexuality, our sensuality. But I want to give it enough time. We needed to get all the way here. And we will speak of it tomorrow after class, so maybe you'll come back. I will be here. Start your playlist at track number 2. That first track is always there for you to play as you get set up. For now, on your back, knees bent, feet flat, arms wide or overhead. Arching your back, sink your shoulders, drop your tail, round through the spine to tip your tail. Inhale and exhale, closing your eyes. Let it be lighter, easier than it's ever been before. Today will never be repeated. Don't miss it. Slow down. Notice. Get into this good body of yours, get out of your mind and into the sensation. Feel the floor, feel your clothes, feel your spine, feel your hips, your feet. Pause neutral. Breath is simple. Feel. Walk your feet forward and a step wider so that you feel the outside edge of your mat. Let your knees fall left and pause there. Pause there more. Get easier in your body. Ease, ease. And with that ease, knees go right. And then pause. Just disengage from effort. Disengage from should or outcome. And with that, move side to side. Embody ease. So that you know how to disengage when effort is unneeded. And wash the ease into your joints, your organs, your gestures, your breath. Eyes closed. 3, 2, 1. Center. Draw your left knee to your chest. Hold it close, right leg long. Flex, point your feet, roll your toes. Open your toes and draw your right knee to your chest. Out wide and extend. Draw it in, draw it wide and extend. Circling your knee, circling your hip, and reverse. For 3, for 2, for 1. Knee to your chest, change sides. Left leg long, again, point, flex the toes, move the ankles from the feet. Knee to chest, knee wide, leg extend. Can you lead as though you were drawing a circle with your left heel? It's about noticing. And there's always more to see. Reverse. Reverse the circle with your left heel. One more. Good. Right foot flat to the floor, left ankle over the right knee. Lift your head and shoulders, draw your right knee to your chest. Inhale, open wide, and exhale, folding in. A support, if you need it, hands to the backs of your thighs. Steady as you go, or if you feel restless or frisky, or the sap is rising in your day, a little quicker for 3, 2, 1. Good. Change the cross. Lift your head and shoulders. Right ankle over the left knee. Open and close. Three, 2. Feet to the floor, hands overhead. Spread your fingers wide, walk your legs wide. Make a great starfish on the floor and breathe. First to the chest, and then to the navel. And then all the way down to the pelvic floor, the space between the hip bones. I am a being of divine light. Soles of your feet together. Hands down, palms on hip points or on the low belly. Your awareness, your breath down into the space beneath your hands. In your mind, the repetition of the word, Svadhistana, home of myself, my dwelling place, my establishment. My creativity, my response, the ways in which I know who I am, the ways in which I change who I think I am. Okay. Hands wide or overhead. Put your feet flat, feet together, knees together, and then inhale, knees open wide. Exhale, they come together. It becomes light, quick, like wings. Sink the low back, soften the inner thighs. 3, 2, pause. Bring your heels beneath your knees. Stand on your feet to lift your hips. Knees widen and together. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Four, 3, 2, 1. Sitting down. Arms wide out to the side. Heels high, feet wide, and drop down to the left, right on left. Sweep up and open, right to the floor, left on top. Back and forth. Imagining each of you in the spaces. You've sent me pictures and I can see you there. Thank you. Finding the center, heels wide, pause, hands to the inner thighs. Use your hands to lengthen out to the inner heels. Press your thighs into your hands, let your arms straighten, flex your feet, stay 3. Stay 2. Open the backs of your knees, flex your feet, space between the toes, and knees bend, and together, and pause. And roll to a seat. Sitting on your blanket or a bolster. Heels wide. Interlace your fingers if needed. Knees are very bent. And begin to find a circle. Closing your eyes. Stir it up. Imagining that the experiences of yesterday resemble a sediment that begins to reside in your body. And imagine that you could begin to stir that sediment. So that we could discern what is it of yesterday that we would choose intentionally to take forward, and what is it that we would just pour out. Ha! Into the sides of the spine, into the upper back, all the way through the arms and the hands. Reverse your direction and find your way in, even through the heels, the backs of the legs, the tips of your toes, left hip, right hip. Reverse, smaller, closer. Reverse. Bring it in, small and close. 10, 9. And pause tall. Legs together, seated in the center of your blanket. Toes up, fingers out, thumbs up, exhale going back, inhale going forward. Working here, or split the arms. Inhale to open, exhale to close, as though sliding up a rope. Three, 2, 1. Cross your legs, extend your arms, little cups. Inhale, and 3 sips. The spine is tall, tuck your chin, pulse the pelvic floor. Keep that pulse, exhale. Inhale, pulse. Svadhistana, 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 Svadhistana. One more. Chin up, breath out, and down. You are in the home of the self. You are welcoming yourself in. Arranging the most mysterious and primal energy of who you are to meet yourself. Blocks up in front. When we feel out of sorts, it's so important. When we feel out of sorts, it's so important to take a moment, to pause, to come back, to feel into our bodies. Feet hip distance apart, 2 fists fit between your fingers, feet. Hands out, sitting down, thumbs up, heart up, standing. And sit down. Inhale and up. And down. One more. Sit it down. Deepen the hips, the knees, the ankles. Drop your head. And then unfold. Turn your palms forward and pause a beat. Open it up. Arms wide, knees bend, hands to the blocks. Left foot steps back, left knee down. Hands up and down. Up and down, back and forth. And hands to the blocks. Stepping up. Sit down, sweep wide. Again, palms face forward, open. Knees bend, hands wide. Right foot steps back, right knee down. And up. Forward and back. Your back toes are tucked under. You're safe and sound. Moving from foot to foot. Out the fingers. into the breath. One more. And hands down and step up. Sit down, sweep wide, rise tall. And again, fold. Right, left foot back, left knee down, hands up high and down. Right hand holds left wrist. The hips move forward and back. Starting to find the lateral body, the outer left hip, the outer left rib. And taking your time, come forward slowly. Where is it needed? Rather than where can it go the most, where is it needed? This little extra length. Hands down. Stepping up. Sit down, sweep wide, palms face forward. And fold. Right foot back, right knee down. For 3. 2. Left holds right wrist, forward and back. Finding the outer right hip, outer right rib, opening the elbow. Come slowly. Where is it closed? Where is it tender? Give it time. Hands down. Setting the blocks aside, come to a high push-up, a high plank position. And bring your hips down to the blanket. Bending your knees. This will lift you up. Bending your knees, folding back to child. Rolling forward. Rocking forward, pause there. Lifting up to look to the right, to the left, to the center. Fold back. Rock forward. Elbows bend and gather in. Turning right, turning left. Slowly the chin up. And tuck of the chin, child's pose. Elbows down, pinkies down, thumbs up. Let your head drop. A little bit side to side. Bending your elbows, draw your thumbs down to the base of your neck. Walk your elbows a little forward and find the backs of your arms just a little further in. And releasing hands and knees. Today I need a dog. If you need a dog, tuck your toes, walk your dog. Just a few beats. Arms out long, hips side to side, chest long, open it all. And then folding your blanket in half, build your seat. Legs crossed, blocks out in front. If you know where you're going, you want to get at it, get at it. At this point, I am secondary. If you choose, hands around blocks, lean forward, press your hands to the blocks to lift your hips. Sit down, hands up high. Use your outer feet to press down. Distribute the work between your feet and your hands. So that's a modification. If you're ready, if you want to try it out, making fists, thumbs on the sides, not on the front, on the sides. Knuckles down, press down to lift up. Inhale. Both serve the purpose of activating the low abdominal muscles. It's this gathering in and up. Get your inhale a little bit bigger as you rise. Generate a little more length, opening the elbows, and then take that with you. As you press down, open your elbows, stay. 3, 2, we are the ones. Sit down, up and open, hands down, press. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Only you can do this work. Sit down, open it up bigger, and take that down and press. We stay 5. And we stay and we wait for the shaking. We wait for the volatility. We wait for the doubt, the collapse. But we stay. 3, 2, and sit down. Extend your hands up overhead. Shake out your hands. Make little cups. Open your elbows. And 3 more sips. Fill it up. Hard up, chin in, catch it like tying off a balloon. Pulse the pelvic floor. Pulse the pelvic floor. Declarative. We are the ones. Breathing out. Breathing in. Sips. Pause. Pulse. 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 3, 2, 1. Let it down. Over time, we inhabit more and more clearly this reverence. Good. Hands open and close. Hand to touch. So there's a little roll of the seat, and from the seat, it moves the chest move the arms move the mouth corners open the heart a little further. What if the day needed you? That the fact that you were here was the essential proof that you are welcome. Say, okay. Invite yourself in. The circle you've drawn around the circumstances around you, the groups of friends or the events that you feel excluded from, draw the circle around you. Include yourself. You are welcome. No one else can do that for you. It takes so much daring some days. Yesterday I cried through this song. I was called on it. Here we go. 3, 2, hands wide, little cups. Inhale, sip it up. And pulse the pelvic floor, lighter, lighter, feather touch, intimate. 5, 4, 3. Breathe out, settle. Breathe back in, big, full, easy and safe. Pause, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let it all go, let it all go. And now receive what you made. You don't need to do anything. Hands up. Make fists. Plant your knuckles. Lift your seat. 3. Eyes closed. Inhale up. And down. Press. And up. One more. Last 2 fingers together. First together. Fall down and up. Here's your modification. Second modification, lift your elbow. Full pose, hands are straight. Move from the hips and the seat on a stormy night. The wind and the rain, the inner storms. I'm safe. I'm safe from the rage of my feelings. When they overwhelm us, a reminder, we exist. Draw your energy up through the storm, up and out above it. You are safe. Steadier. Move with more steadiness and know this is part of your home. Keep bringing yourself back up and start again. One more. Hands high, breathing fully. Elbows bending, set it down. So knowing our steadiness, we can know our flux, our change, our current, right? If you're seated, stay seated. If you want to stand, come to stand. Open your palms, put your thumbs across the palms and the fingers down over the thumbs. Palms face the floor, winding one over the other. The body moves as it needs to. What do you need today? You need to feel the current. You need to feel the steady container. Both are available right here. Close your eyes. Feel the flood of your hands. And also feel the stability of your body and the steadiness of your breath. Which do you need? Draw on that. Let it grow and let it nourish you. You can change your mind as many times as you like. We go. Loosen it. Loosen it. Where's the ease? Where's the ease in the support? Where's the ease in the flux? And no matter what's going on, we can breathe out the tension, make space for ease, for how we're feeling, to incorporate, to hold, to invite everything that's going on. There can still be ease. And in the ease there is kindness and inclusion. In that ease is our home. Breathe it in and breathe it out. 3, 2, inhale, sweep it wide, tight fists, cross your forearms, press and stay. Install that and let go. Inhale. Fists, cross your forearms, press, hold the breath in and press. Heart up, chin in, lift the pelvic floor, become the container, clear, sound, undamaged by water or fire or time. Exhale, hands down, eyes closed, palms face forward. You are the self of the world. Stand. Bring it to a seat. Blocks out in front, legs crossed. You're on the outer edges of your feet again, the toes pointing forward. Hands up high and folding down. Build the hinge of your hips, open the low back. Again, ease. In the joint space now, in the joints. Ease in the hips, ease in the wrists, in the elbows, in the shoulders. Are you really letting your arms straighten out and up and down? So that we're not carrying residual tension in the joint space. Good. You may work there, or cross your arms, hold your elbows, forehead to the forearms, hinge at the hips. Inhale as you come upright, exhale, navel to spine, support the forward fold. It's slow, you're not falling. It's a choice. The whole way is supportive. Final step, if you choose, elbows over the shoulders. Armpits are open, spine is straight. The exhale, our navel catches us, resting like a palm on our low belly. Upright, the front body opens. Again, we are both stable and in movement. These are the two forces. The solar is the stability, the right side body, the pingala, the organization, the order, the repetition. And yet the movement requires fluidity, the lunar, the left side body, the Ida, the experience, the reception, the change. Upright. Right hand to the floor, left hand across. Left hand to the floor, right hand across. Continue. Left side body, lunar. Right side body, solar. Left side listening. Right side speaking. The right side taking charge, taking direction, making choice. The left side participating, noticing, intuiting. Good. Palms together, left meets right, solar meets lunar. Side to side. Working here, or thumbs to the forehead center, feel left, feel right. The stability beneath us, the fluidity within us. Both, always. Or hands up high. And notice, am I more hungry for stability? Am I seeking that? Do I shy away from risk, from great change? If so, work on the flexibility here. Find the fluidity all the way to your fingers. If you're more familiar, more comfortable to the fluidity and you're all over the place and it's modern dance, I want you to bring it into your seat. Organize your shoulders, navel to spine. All of these aspects are within us. We are neither one nor the other. Sitting tall, arms straight, little cups, inhale, +3 sips. Open your elbows, open your elbows, just stay. Exhale, tuck your chin, relax your shoulders, and inhale right to the top of your head. 3 sips, fill it up. Heart comes up, chin comes in, lengthen the spine, stay. 3, stay 2. Bend your elbows, hands come down, left meets right, right meets left. 1 meets 1 makes more. Feet flat, lie back, hips on the center of your blanket, shoulders to the floor. Interlace your hands behind the base of your skull, the back of your neck. Elbows wide, press into the floor. Let your heart come up. Let your breath widen. Sit down in your hips. Let your spine float. Elbows press down. Stand in your heels to lift 2-4 inches and down. Inhale up, exhale down, just for a moment. The breath is small and consistent. In and out the nose. Keep your knees drawing towards each other. Ursula Stein, I see you. Soften your face, Lori. That's it. Three, 2, sit your seat down. Pause, elbows wide, let your spine relax and float. Walk your legs out. Your breath long and smooth down into the bowl of the pelvis. Imagine 2 streams, one in the left, one in the right, gathering as they come in as separate streams. They join into one, filling the pelvis and back out into 2. Elbows wide, the heart rising toward the crown of the head, the hips sitting into the blanket, lengthening the low abdomen. Walk your feet in. Release your hands. Hands on thighs, pause, press away. Keep the low body open and long. Rolling over. Build a seat. Quietly keep all of it. A sweater, a wrap, socks, whatever you need, do it with grace and dignity. Spine tall, chest broad, seat steady. Left hand, thumb, first fingertip touch. Open elbow. Right hand, first 2 fingers together, folding down. Take the tip of your 4th finger to the left inner eye corner and slide down. Close just above the flare of the left nostril. And breathe easily in and out of the right side. Feel the right side body awaken with this breath through the right side nostril. The solar, Pingala, the speaker, the director, that which makes order, cognition, Shiva. Releasing, take the tip of your right thumb to your right inner eye corner, sliding down. Close the right side just above the flare of the nostril. Breathe through the left side only. The breath becoming smooth and simple. Allow the left side body to respond, to unfold, to reveal itself. The lunar, the listening one, the attentive, the inventive, the intuitive, the collaboration, the Ida. Shakti. In the mouth, out the mouth, close your mouth in the left side. 2, 3, 4. Close left, out right. 2, 3, 4. In right. Close right, out left. Continue. Continue. Right hand down, breathing in, breathing out through both sides. Notice the state of mind. Right hand, first 2 fingers folding down. Right thumb tip to the right side, closing there, breathing in the mouth. Out the mouth, round 2. Close your mouth, breathe in left. 2, 3, 4. Add more if you choose, out right. 2, 3. Same count, in right. Out left. Continue. Continue. At the conclusion of your left side exhale, right hand down, breathing in and out through both. Notice. Last round, adding a pause. Come back. 2 fingers folding in. Right hand close to the right side in the mouth. Out the mouth. In left. 2, 3, 4. Close both. 2, 3, 4. Out right. 2, 3, 4. Close both. 2, 3, 4. In right. 2, 3, 4. Pause both. 2, 3, 4. Out left. 2, 3, 4. Pause both. 2, 3, 4. In left. Feel the chest fill. Pause full. Out right. Navel to spine. Rest the energy in the navel. Pause. In right. Draw breath down through the nostrils into the navel. Pause. Energy accumulates at the navel. Out left. Pause, empty. Attention at the navel. In left. Fill the chest. Pause full. Tension to the navel. Out right. Emptying. Pause. Tension. Emptiness at the navel. In right. Pause. Out left. Pause. Right hand down. Be still and bask in the even use of the left side and right side of the self. Just notice their integration, this new sense of fullness, of comfort, stability, and light. Deepening your breathing, eyes closed, breathing in these words. My work is loving the world. Here the sunflowers, there the hummingbird, equal seekers of sweetness. Here the quickening yeast, there the blue plums, here the clam deep in the speckled mud. Are my boots old? Is my coat torn? Am I no longer young and still not half perfect? Let me keep my mind on what matters, which is my work, which is mostly standing still and learning to be astonished. The phoebe, the delphinium, the sheep in the pasture, the pasture. which is mostly rejoicing since all the ingredients are here, which is gratitude, to be given a mind and a heart, and these body clothes a mouth with which to give shouts of joy to the moth and the wren, to the sleepy dug-up clam, telling them all over and over how it is that we live forever. Hands wide and high, gather it in and up. Thumbs to the forehead, center. I am this. Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Happy Monday. Thank you for your practice, for your pictures of your spaces. They are still welcome. I will keep this up all month. If you'd like to see anyone else's, if you'd like to see words that they've sent in, under marthamcalpin.com, there is Celebrate 365 under practice. So how does this play out day to day? How has this practice become useful at a very base level? I know we're changing our sense of ourselves, and this is good. But an example for me is to start with feeling. Every morning when we get ready to go to the barn, we go to the barn 3 days a week and we volunteer our time. And I feel rushed because the morning is when I'm establishing myself, and Lily, who is 14, is not interested in establishing herself. She's made herself breakfast. She's sitting by the door ready to go. You ready, Mom? You ready? You ready to go? And I am trying to conclude the beauty of my practice because it holds everything else. So I feel rushed, then I feel agitated, then I feel like I don't want to volunteer for the barn, and this is your idea, and this is your barn, but you can't go because you're not 16 yet, right? I don't really, that's not the feeling. However, that's what I'm feeling. Whether I want it or not, that's happening. And so I have the presence of mind to see it and say, you know, I don't really choose this. What are my options? What can get larger about this experience? And that's when creativity is necessary. I don't go and paint a picture about it. I don't do a paper collage about it. We talk in the car and I open it up and I say, Lily, I feel rushed and I feel hurried. How can we do it differently? And we both came to it and we said, well, why don't you do the meditation at the barn? There's always a pause. You get everybody fed and then if you wait for them to eat and then we'll go outside. So let's get everybody fed. I'll go do my sit spot, which is her version of meditation, and I'll do mine in the pasture. And then we choose it, and then we try it. And it was sublime. And I never would have found it if I had said to myself, don't feel hurried. If somehow I had tried to capture and package my experience in the morning with her, I never would have found what I look forward to tomorrow, because on Tuesday morning we're going to go to the barn, and by Tuesday morning, you better believe I'm going to be out in that pasture, because it's the best meditation that I've found. Sitting barefoot in the grass in the cold, listening to the geese and watching the fox. I found that because I felt, and in feeling I paid attention, and then I began to loosen my hold on one choice so that I could create options, so that I could choose something else, so that I could be nourished. And in that, I become the identity of a soul who sits out in the woods, humming and breathing, happy as a clam. I am that. Feel, notice, expand Expand the possibilities. Choose. And maybe you need to go through that 17 times to find the right spot. But you will become more of who you are here to be. It takes so much time and so many wrong ways. But I'm giving you an example of how listening to how I felt and redirecting my experience with something novel. Didn't read it in a book, didn't do it because I was told to. I created that because I wanted it. Our desires, our feelings, these are a compass. But we must listen and act. Stability and fluidity. The Pingala, the Ida. This is the basis of tantric sex, which we'll discuss tomorrow. Tuesday at noon, I will be here. Another year is ahead of us. We've only begun. Atha Yoga now begins.